200 metres left to go. It's Kudzu that strikes the front with Banner Bridge still right there for Shimi Inari. Is also running a cracker on the outside of runners for Shimi Inari. Banner Bridge and Kudzu. Banner Bridge is coming home strongly for Piere Strydom, and he got there. Banner Bridge, brilliant ride, is beaten home for Shimi Inari and Kudzu.
I purposely didn't do the interview on the way to the racecourse because I never want to put you under pressure. One ride. The fact of the matter is that you've had one ride, one win. And I mean, it's a very high-profile horse because of who owns the horse and because there are a lot of followers. I'm on the Hollywoodbets group, and Alistair Cohen's been receiving compliments from all around, mainly as a result of your very balanced and determined ride. You must be ecstatic to get back from Mauritius and Cape St. Francis and get straight into the winners' enclosure.
Yeah, ecstatic would be the right word. Tried to get more rides, couldn't get more rides, and so the fact that we rode and had a winner, it's like what more can you do? You know, I mean, it's a day you come home and you know you've done it perfectly.
Okay, so let's just dissect the race for a second. You've got this horse called Zoom Bomber in the race, who I thought went off a little quick.
So in my mind, I knew I have to be positive with this horse because if they go slow and they sprint for home, I'm going to be in trouble.
That's the old expression: you can't give weight and start.
Yeah, probably. And but the thing is that now he's running over 1800. Okay, he's coming for a little bit of a rest, so he's probably a bit fresh. But still, 1800 is maybe the short end of what he's at his best. And so in my mind, I said I'm going to be positive on him. Like Candice Dawson said to me, ride him as you find him, do what you want. So did a bit of my homework and counted him down. First time I've ever been on him, and I just felt like he's not going to sprint home for me. So I had to be quite positive. And he flew the gates, and I thought, oh, I'm going to lead. You know, it's got 62. You don't really want to lead on a horse with 62, but if I go too slow, you might as well be there for nothing. But then Zoom Bomber came past me, and I was quite happy sitting up second. I thought, well, I've got a perfect posse. And then Zoom Bomber, the jock tried to slow down, but he tried to slow down too much. So I didn't want him to become a sprint. So I had to actually shout to the happy in front, like, just keep up the pace. Otherwise, we're all going to, be checking off one another's heels, and it wouldn't suit me either. And sometimes it also tells the apprentice, hey, you're going too slow, you're not riding a proper race. Yeah. So when he tried to slow down a bit, I let him know you're going too slow, and he picked up the pace. And I was like, well, now I've got the perfect position. But then before the straight, he tried to slow down again. And I said, no, I can't ride the race for the apprentice. He's got to do his own thing. But I'm going to take him on now because I can't make it a sprint. And, well, I went up next to him, which is not ideal because you rather want to cover for as long as possible. But when I picked up Banner Bridge, he started picking up nicely for me, and another horse quickened up really well on the inside. But I knew I had to go my paces, and I could feel the horses, maintaining his that speed, and I hadn't asked him for that final burst. And I could see the horse that made the move on the inside already starting to come back. And I realized now I've got a chance. So obviously I encouraged him as long as possible, but just didn't ask him for that final burst to the last bit. And then he gave it to me. And obviously, you got to have the horse, and you got to have the horse that gives you his best. So it was great the way it worked out.
Now, Nico had you in his sights. Obviously, he knew you were there, but there was a very teeny element of surprise and a kind of joy in his voice that you actually got up because, obviously Gavin Lorena's horse was favourite and there were a couple of others in the race. And when you've got 62, as Clyde said in his preview, he says, it can only be the magic of Piere Strydom that gets this horse home. And it really turned out to be such a joyous moment for a normal Tuesday afternoon at the farm.
I think, what makes it nice is when a commentator appreciates a good ride and they get excited about it, and the fact that we were passed and came back, it makes the race a lot more exciting than someone just goes through the motions. So great commentary from Nico, and obviously, love the compliments. When you feel like you've done a good job and people praise you for that, that's what we do. That's why we want to keep riding races and win.
I was lying in bed last night thinking to myself, Piere Strydom, I don't think anybody will begrudge the fact that you're in the twilight of your career, and it is this horse, See It Again, that has rejuvenated you. But you got to a stage where you were worthy of Michael Roberts putting you on the horse, because we know your magic never goes away. It's a case of how badly you wanted to get fit again and stronger, and from the outset there was always a very good plan to get back to race riding and to break that record that you'd set yourself the target of breaking.
Yeah, the word you said, that hunger, that is one of the most important things for a jockey, is to have hunger. You can have talent, but if you're not hungry, you're not gonna reach the top. The hunger is what brings you to the top. And I went through a little stage where I was off with my eye, and it was COVID and all that, and I thought I'm close to finishing off my career, and I'm just going through the motions. And then when I enjoyed the feeling of not only coming back and winning some big races and reaching my target of that 5,500 winners, it just gives you that bit of hunger to want to do it again.
Banner Bridge is coming home strongly for Piere Strydom, and he got there. Banner Bridge, brilliant ride, has beaten home for Shimi, Inari and Kudzu.